Libra, you ready to get to it and go through it? Because it's happening. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Yes, it is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Remember to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you guys know when I upload your favorite content. We've gotten some awesome news recently, and this week is bringing us back into the challenging sector. There's a couple of reasons for that, Libra, and the primary one is Venus has moved into Cancer. This is a challenging energy for you because Cancerian location is inherently squared to Libra energy. And there are more challenges that we have to watch out for, and we'll get into those aspects of astrology as I do the reading. But this is good news, my loves. Overcome any obstacle, especially financial ones. And the foundation of this entire week astrologically really is Venus moving into Cancer. We'll discuss a little bit about that. Venus in Cancer is very loyalty based. It's very sensitive. So if you feel yourself being more sensitive, feeling shifts and changes, becoming more empathetic or more empathic, this is something that's going to be happening all throughout this season, next 3 or 4 weeks. But there's two major squares that are primarily impacting these aspects to Venus, are primarily impacting how you're going to be reacting for the next couple of weeks. And that is a square to Jupiter and a square to Chiron. And that Chiron square, Venus, is going to be dominating your energy through August 6th. So what does that mean? Essentially, if I had to like sum them all up and put them all together, you are being challenged in order to teach yourself that you have value outside of what other people give to you, that you don't need, or you're going to be put through it these next couple of weeks, so that you learn that you don't need external validation. There is a tendency with Venus square Jupiter and square Chiron to need people's attention and attract quick, fast, fun. And it's easy for you guys because you guys are beautiful. Okay, you're beautiful, you're pleasant, and you love to look like fashionable. But ultimately, this is about you becoming frustrated that people may not take you seriously. Whether it's for romance, whether it's for investment purposes, finance, business, there's a sense of people don't take me seriously. They see me as attractive, they see me as pretty, but they don't see me as substantial. And there's going to be those major frustrations, and the frustrations are there. It is intentional. The universe is putting this in place for you to realize it doesn't matter what the fuck anybody else thinks about you. It's what you think about you, what you know to be true, and what you live every single day that makes your reality real. You help to dictate everything that you are. This is a very strong energy for you because it is Taurus energy, also a Venus energy, but it's much more stubborn and much less malleable. So this is a sense of you not only will get through this, you will break down walls in the process. Think about your energy right now, Libra, as a device for change, a mechanism for self-love and improvement of everything that you are substantially. Watch out during this time with people not taking you seriously. Watch out more, not so much about being weaseled or bamboozled, but how you let it make you feel. How much you let it impact how you see you. Because remember, it's about them, not about you. The way people choose to see you, it's about their lack of capability. If they don't see you as something substantial, it's because they're incapable. They don't have the fucking depth. It's not you. But especially with Venus in Cancer, you're going to be extra sensitive. You're going to be going through it. You're going to be like, why is it they just never see me? Why is it they never really take me seriously? No matter what I do, it always comes back to, oh, but they're only here because they look good, or they're only here because they're cute, or they're only here because they're nice. And it's always this fluffy stuff that is just like bullshit. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I deserve to be in the room. Please understand. And this whole couple of weeks, especially this week, is about you really understanding, wow, It's never been about me. It's never been about my limitations. It's about their limitations. So how do I start attracting people who aren't so limited? Stop limiting yourself. Stop limiting yourself based on other people's validations of you and just keep getting after it. This is, you will overcome obstacles, especially financial obstacles, which have been on and off this past couple of months. So this is a really good sign that you're just set your mind really firm, set your understanding and set your value, and keep that standard as keep that high bar as the low bar, and don't accept anything else. And this is, you're going to break through. This is a really great energy for you. This is be the change. Be the change by being insistent on nobody, like not giving anybody else a choice. You're going to take me seriously because I'm serious about being here, right? And then we have slow and steady wins the race. This is a slow moving energy too, guys. So in other words, this is like, feel confident enough in yourself to not feel like you're in a race with anybody else. Think about the tortoise and the hare and the morality story that story teaches us. A sense of the tortoise, this is a sea turtle, but the tortoise was not in the race to win. The tortoise was in the race because of the race. He loved doing what he was doing, and he was going to do it based on his capabilities and his capacity, and he put his whole self in. Guys, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's what this card is about. Realizing the integrity of yourself enough to give yourself the time that you need, not in comparison to where anybody else is. This is the long haul, being in it for the long haul, taking your time, insisting on quality. These two cards together tell me that you guys are quality minded now. More than anything, these almost like unstable vibe around you is going to call to your attention how much you want to be valued and what you actually value. And this is a sense where you really set it into stone, and it's like, listen, I'm not going to rush things. I'm not going to jump into things. I'm not about that. I'm about not settling and not lowering my standards at all for any reason. And I understand this is a breakthrough with something that you have been working on. So that is good news for those of you who have been working on something for a long period of time. I don't think it's relationship so much as it is something that you have loved and put a lot of your energy into. This is a sense of finally some sort of financial breakthrough happening with something that has been very slow. It was slow to make you strong enough to be able to handle the weight of the blessing. That's why, and this is you're stable enough, you're strong enough. Now we go into learn from the past. This is also Taurus energy, but this also is matriarchal energy. So it has a lot to do with your mother. Let me tell you, there's a lot going on in Cancer. Venus is in Cancer, yes, but the sun is in Cancer. Mercury is also in Cancer. We got a lot of energies going on in Cancer, and they're going to impact you a great deal. There's a huge full moon coming. Mercury is conjunct the sun during this full moon, and the moon itself is conjunct Pluto. And this is all about struggling and challenging yourself to take all that shit, that toxicity that you've kept in you, cry it out, push it out, exorcise it, and make room for the clarity that comes with the self-love of realizing you have a right to do that. You have a right to feel what you feel, and you also have a right to say goodbye to it and leave it in the past. You're going to be clearing out a lot of crap, especially matriarchal, maternal, also could be doing any kind of stuff that you have held on to if you are a mother or you are a father. That kind of stuff could be clearing out too. Finally being able to see a breakthrough. Could be one of your children seeing a breakthrough, could be you seeing a breakthrough. Finally feeling like you're proud of yourself, or you're something that has made your children or even made your parents proud. Because Venus is in Cancer, there could be a lot of stuff coming up for you with regards to your emotions surrounding your family not taking you seriously, your feeling like, not feeling like you're unloved, but in a way feeling like you're unseen with regards to who you are really. and maybe something that you never felt you could accomplish, this is what's all bursting out and what you're confronting, and this inspiration here to learn from the past, which is simply, I'm not going to make the same mistakes other people did. A lot of this energy with the moon conjunct Pluto, the moon's actually conjuncting a lot of planets this week, which is also really powerful because the moon reflects the energy of whatever it's conjuncting with. So there's just this sense of Pluto's very powerful with change. So there's a sense of, I want to change what matter. Like I want to change something about what I either experienced as a child, or what my parents did, or how my parents made me or see me. Finally being ready to be kind of who you were born instead of who you were built to be by your early education, which is your fourth house, your family. Really, really interesting. But I see a huge breakthrough. I want to see how it happens. Hold on. No, more cards over here. Remember, guys, that there is always an extended reading. That link is right down below. Or you can join the Unbound membership to this channel, which I hope that you guys do. There's multiple memberships to choose from, but the Unbound gets you all the extended readings for the life of your membership. And please remember to like this video, share it on your social media platforms, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And yeah, Libra content comes out every single Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's just finally being honest. It's finally being able to not be scared to be all that you are because you felt the need to be diminished in the past. Like you felt the need maybe to dumb yourself down so that other people could feel comfortable around you. You do not feel this need anymore. You have risen above it. And the truth of your value is for all to see. This is Aquarian energy, so it has to do with the crowds, the community. It's saying people are finally realizing your worth. Now, the problem is you will struggle with the self-value yourself. And if other people are valuing you, it's not going to matter if you don't feel like you deserve it. So that will be the tension that you'll be going through for the next couple of weeks. We have sweet results await because you know what? It's interesting how we can value not ourselves, but the work that we do. And this is a card that is talking about you really loved what you did. There's something about what you do that makes you proud, despite yourself, despite maybe insecurities about who you are or your own self-worth. This is a sense of you have not given up working hard on something. This is the Sun card. Think Leo energy. Think confidence. This is where my heart is. I put my whole heart and soul into busting my ass to do this shit. And you know what? The fucking busy bee gets the honey. Once again, this is another card that said your busy ass has get in the honey. It's got the honey. You have got the honey. And that is value right there. I feel like there's some sort of communal value, maybe being able to break a karmic cycle or a family cycle because now you finally have a value, or you can finally, I don't know, be valuable even in your own eyes. It's almost like having proved something to yourself. And then we have, oh, you better stop. You can think of this card as your star card, like a star card in traditional tarot, but it isn't. It's an oracle card, and you can read it open to infinite possibilities. So expansion and growing, even I feel like this card is saying you've exceeded even your own expectations. And I think you did it to prove I'm valuable, I'm valuable, I'm valuable. I need this to happen in order for me to believe that I have value. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it was your mindset and it drove you. And listen, sometimes the devil biting at our heels is what we fucking need to keep us going. And honestly, you did. You kept going. This is Star is Born, people noticing you, people valuing you. But this, to me, when I'm reading these cards, is you've exceeded your own expectations, or there's something here that exceeds even your baseline expectations. I think the big way that you're going to really be tripped up this week is specifically romantic relationships. If you guys are looking for that, especially single Librans, this is really going to be a tricky time for you to navigate, picking somebody who really does value you instead of just somebody who doesn't really take you that seriously, wants you because of the way that you look. Something like that is going to be those are going to be rough waters for you to navigate. But in terms of something you've dedicated yourself to, work, value, career, this is a really, I'm not going to say easy, but this is almost like the benefactor week, the beneficiary. Like this is when something majorly breaks through. This could also be somebody in your family, especially a matriarch or a patriarch, somebody that was ahead of your family, finally acknowledging your value, because they're finally acknowledging that, wow, a lot of other people value what you do. And it's almost like in some ways they have these high standards. And listen, that doesn't mean somebody values you, right? It still means that they value what you have or what you've built. That's not the same as them valuing you, but they can't talk shit anymore. Okay, so that could also be happening as well. Libra. And this is your energy. Oh, okay, we're good. This is about feeling confident about yourself. And the way that the Libra card acted, it shows me this is going to be a rough ride. This is going to be a fucking roller coaster. Listen, how you see yourself doesn't have to be easy. And like I said just a second ago, sometimes it's the devil at our heels that keeps us going. So there is a sense of, do I deserve this? Here's my secret, and I'm going to tell you what the fuck you do to keep focused. You know what the secret is? Focus on your work. Focus on your artistry. Focus on what you're good at. If you're not sure, double down on lessons. Go take an online course. Whatever you fucking need to shore up how you feel about yourself, do it. It's also a wonderful time for you to dig into your creative value, your creative nature. Allow yourself to create. It's going to be a very creative time. It's going to be emotional. You can transfer these emotions into creativity. That is the best way to deal with all those ups and downs. Record them. Record the ups and downs. Put them into some art form. I don't care if it's writing, painting, performing, whatever it is. Get it out. And also allow yourself to learn. If you feel in doubt of your value, then 100% get your ass into whatever you need to get into to answer those questions and boost your sense of capability. I'm not saying that you're incapable. If you're saying that you're incapable, prove yourself wrong by becoming more capable. This is a good time to take classes. This is a good time to challenge yourself with leveling up so that you could feel like you're proving to yourself, oh, listen, I've been validated because I have, used these conduits to get better. That's okay. That's cool. It's actually a really good thing to do. We'll make you feel solid when you don't feel so solid. And we'll make you feel solid on the outside when you don't feel so solid on the inside. And it'll also help you grow because it's an opportunity to learn. I know this is really weird lighting. I'm sorry. Just the way it's like cutting in. And then we have this card. This is also telling me once again that the two came out together. Something that you've really put your heart and soul into creating has really started to come to fruition, has really started to be recognized, come to the forefront. And also it's a sense of this is a real good time to put your heart and soul into something. Not about external validation. Once again, 150% about you need this right now and giving yourself what you need. Let me see what else. Oh, we got to no. Let's do this first. I want to know, okay, chaos and conflict is ahead. A fork in the road. Oh, I understand. So the cards are saying that the chaos and conflict is leading you to make a change that you have to make. I don't know why you have to make this change. We're going to get into it. What is this? Chaos and conflict, a fork in the road. What is that? What do you mean? What is happening there? Hold up. A new romantic cycle begins. So it's almost like in some ways this roller coaster, let's say this, you could have a roller coaster love affair, or your current situation, your current romantic, whatever you're in, the ups and downs, the violent twists and turns. This is almost a sense of part of the chaos and conflict that is going to make you change, or a sense of you're tired of the conflict and now it comes to a head and you're finally going to be able to make that change, to be able to make a different decision, a decision that you may never have thought you'd ever make before, because you are so hardwired when it comes to romance to keep the relationship going. But the thing is this, not anymore. Not anymore. These ups and downs are bullshit. And it's making you change. The universe is actually backing you into a corner. Because for those of you who, yeah, it's like, for those, some of you have to make this change. Some of you have to leave this fucking relationship. And the universe has seen you stay here too long and it's tired of it. It's done with it. But I think the way that it's pushing you is that all of a sudden you're going to really be successful. You're going to really fucking succeed. But the truth about it is, does this person value me? Who really values me and who doesn't? That's going to be come very, very clear. And only take the people with you who really value you. You don't want to be... It's almost like the whirlwind of people who don't really value you is going to happen to you before the success happens to you, to clear out all the bullshit so that you'll be surrounded in your material value with people who actually give a shit. You don't want to be. But for you, it's almost like the the material value comes in first. And then, I don't know, somehow it reveals who's for you or against you. You know, because a lot of times we have friends that come out of the woodwork, right? All of a sudden, as I talk, shaman, trust in higher forces. This is a lack of faith. Somebody had a lack of faith in you. Somebody had a lack of faith in you, and they're not going to be happy that you succeeded. They're going to be pissed about it, and they're going to be very angry because they didn't want you to succeed. And you know what? That motherfucker right there is going to be very clear. It's going to be very clear at your moment of triumph. This person didn't want you to succeed. You better fucking believe it. You better know it. You better acknowledge it. You better dump their asses. See beyond the current situation. The current situation that you built, see beyond it. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to go deeper. Let's go into the extended. That link is below. I hope you guys follow me over. I love you.